Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bleav in San Diego Baseball Podcast. Yeah, I'm mostly known as the voice of Petco Park, Alex Miniak, but I'm really known as the voice of this podcast right here alongside the three-time All-Star Heath Bell. Heath, we're coming off a big weekend. We got a big show today. We're going to talk about this Dodgers series, all the back and forth and everything that happened in that. It's National Dog Day. I Bleav you got a pooch with you here. Aw, and we'll get to meet him or her. Is it her?
It's a her.
It's a her. She's a beaut. And also, coming up, we're going to start nominating our nominees, actually, for the Friar Fave Awards. That's where you, the fans, get to decide who your fan favorite on the Padres roster is this year. We'll go more into that. Now, I don't want to delay anymore because we're coming off a huge weekend at Petco Park, and it was pretty much everything that we expected it to be for sure. Back and forth, super close, great pitching matchups. Heath, if you don't mind, I want to go through this kind of game by game here because they each have a little bit of a different story. Of course, Padres take 2 out of 3, end up essentially tied for the division after the weekend. Game 1, Friday night, of course, Rockin' House, 45,000 in attendance. It's Snell versus Darvish on the mound. You have Padres who were Dodgers, Dodgers who were Padres. Both played very well, and I think the best thing that came out of it, at least from a Padres standpoint, vintage Yu Darvish. 6 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He was on the money. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I think Yu Darvish, he really enjoys pitching at Petco Park. It's just, it was really nice seeing him, back to form. We kind of need that Yu Darvish for the rest of the season and, to really make a playoff race, World Series chance. So, and, when Blake Snell was pitching, it was kind of like, well, this is awkward. He was like pitching last year. So it was interesting, but, it was glad that the boys, hit Blake. So it was a good day overall.
Yeah, I mean, and I never worry about Yu too much. When Yu is healthy, Yu is on. He's got such an arsenal, and people want to talk about his age. He's 39 now, but he's got so many different pitches that I think that could easily carry him a couple more years.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have too many pitches, and you try to use them all, and you don't use your best pitches, and you kind of get hurt with that. Like, oh, I'm going to throw the slider right here. They haven't seen that, and maybe it's not as good as the cutter or something, and they hit it, where the other pitches were nasty. So it's one of those things that hopefully Yu Darvish is smart enough that I think he is. He's a very smart pitcher that you don't overthink it, but I think out in LA last weekend, I think he threw too many pitches, as in different pitches, not the total amount. So, but it was really nice to see Darvish pitch the way he can.
Yeah, absolutely. 64% of his pitches went for strikes. You can never beat that 2/3, 1/3 strike to ball ratio for sure. Padres take that one 2-1. Saturday night, Tyler Glasnow, Nestor Cortes. Glasnow not looking particularly sharp. Padres drove his pitch count up in the 3rd and 4th, got him out of there after 4 innings with 3 earned runs and 43 strikes on 83 pitches. He didn't look great.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to see Cortes kind of give revenge back to the Dodgers after the World Series last year. I mean, if you didn't know, he was a Yankee, kind of falling off a little bit. We picked him up, and he kind of pitched like he knows he can, and he doesn't have that New York pressure on him, so I think he'll be a good pickup for us.
He looked excellent. He didn't give up a hit until the 4th inning. He threw strikes all night. He had a cutter fastball mix going. Not a ton of velocity. He's not known for his velocity. About 87 and 90 miles per hour between those 2 pitches. If you're going to throw at that velocity, which for these days is low, you got to have quite a movement. You got to be hitting your spots, right?
Well, pitching's all about hitting your spots, and everybody's all turned on about, hey, throwing hard, and the spin rotation is so sexy, and man, he throws 104, he's throwing 98 or something like that. Cortes is a guy that goes out and pitches. He's kind of still a little bit old school, kind of like Yu Darvish is, where, you got to pitch, and it's called changing up speeds, hitting your spots, keeping the ball down, elevating when you need to. And me personally, I mean, I like some new schools, but really the pitching side, I like the old school to actually see a guy carve a batter up and set him up for certain things. And I kind of knew what he was going to throw before he did it because it was fun to watch. Where now I feel like they're just throwing curveballs and sliders and splits that are really nasty, but they're just throwing them, not down the middle of the plate, but they're kind of just throwing them over the plate. And they're so nasty, they're hard to hit. But they can't pitch now if they don't have their velocity. If the, it's kind of like, let's just, somebody throwing 102 miles an hour. If he loses his fastball and he's only throwing 92, could he still pitch? I'm going to say probably no.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know how to throw. They just don't know how to pitch.
Is velocity the 2025 version of Chick Stick the long ball?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And then we go on to Sunday's game. It's Yamamoto against Pivetta. Definitely a matchup we were looking forward to on paper. Top of the first, Pivetta loads the bases with no outs. Teoscar Hernandez comes to the plate. Man, he grabs a hold of one. He drives it all the way to deep center, and there's Laureano to save us from a granny, limiting the damage to just one run. I was feeling pretty good after that going into the rest of the game. He settled right into place.
Yeah, I thought we were going to win that game. It just didn't happen towards the end of the game. So but I feel like the boys in brown, the Padres did a really good job. And even though they're tied starting off today, I think they're kind of have the edge over the LA right now. They won the series, and that's really what matters.
They won the series. You said they were going to win the series, and now I'm going to believe everything you say from here on out. That's for sure. And this stat too, held Ohtani to one hit, which was a home run in garbage time. He walked twice, 3 strikeouts. That was it. And Padres pitching deserves a lot of credit. Bullpen, solid. Starting pitching, great. The excitement was there. Packed house. It was everything we could have thought of, and then some.
Yeah, I think the Padre fans were looking for a sweep and all that. I could see on social media everywhere, but it was a good time. I think the Sider family has really decided to they invested in the team, and fans have come out, and it's a great time. It's a great atmosphere, and I think right now in the game, there's probably no better place than being at Petco Park.
I absolutely wanted the sweep. I'm greedy. I mean, I was loving it. I thought we were going to get the sweep. Padres fans probably hoping for the sweep as well. We so desperately want to win the division, and we haven't been this close this late in so long. So to not get the sweep is a little bit of a bummer. But again, we take 2 out of 3. We went 5-2 on the homestand. We got through the divisional process here the last 2 weeks, 8-5, and we held Shohei Ohtani to 1 home run, 2 walks, and 3 Ks. That, my friend, is a victory and a successful homestand.
Don't worry about it, fans, because I'm predicting that the Padres are gonna win the division, even though it kind of looks like it's neck and neck. I think the Padres have the edge, even though the Dodgers have some guys coming off injury, coming back, and on paper, we have the momentum, we've got the fans, and I just think we're just gonna keep riding it.
All right, Petco Park, the place to be. And, of course, we'll be back there next Monday. We've got a little something here that we want to start doing on Bleav in San Diego baseball. By the way, if you have not followed us yet and you want to follow our wonderful little show here, by the way, this is episode number 10. We've made it this far. Make sure you follow us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on iHeart, Odyssey, wherever you get your podcasts. Bleav in San Diego baseball. You can also find everything we talk about on our website at BleavinSD.com. It's BleavinSD.com. All right, the Friar Fave Award. What is it? It's about celebrating the unsung hero on the team. We've had quite a few fan favorites over the course of the last few years. Ha-Sung Kim is a name that comes to mind, and we're looking for the next Ha-Sung Kim this year at Petco Park. I got a few qualifications for this. We're looking for someone who delivers consistently, always making contributions, steps up in the clutch, puts the team first, selfless play, leadership, a unique clubhouse vibe, personality, and someone who necessarily hasn't gotten an all-star nod, maybe should have, or is close to getting some sort of, I don't know, recognition or milestone of some point. Well, if they haven't gotten one yet, we're going to give them one here with the Friar Fave Award. Now, over the next 4 weeks, we're going to highlight a nominee, and this week we are going to nominate Gavin Sheets. If you don't know a lot about Gavin Sheets, other than he can hit a home run or two, he's the son of a major leaguer. He went to Wake Forest. He was a 49th overall pick by the White Sox in 2017. He signed a minor league contract with the Padres in the offseason. Makes the team out of spring training, has a great spring training. His intro to San Diego was a pinch hit home run off the bench on opening day. And if that wasn't enough, he gets a 4 RBI night 4 nights later. So he starts endearing himself so much, he gets his own chant, "Holy Sheets. Holy Sheets." What do you think about Gavin Sheets?
I think Gavin Sheets has kind of found a home in San Diego. I think it kind of resurrected his career. I think with the White Sox, I mean, he was had potential. I just think Chicago's in a bad spot right now, and Will Venable out there, ex-Padre, now manager. Hope you're doing well. It's going to take you a couple years to get it, but I believe you can do it. And I think Sheets just needed a new spot, just a new city, a new chance. I mean, he had to come into spring training and win the job. And I mean, in spring training, he had 7 or 8 home runs. I mean, he was hitting the ball, and he was not just hitting righties; he was hitting lefties too. And typically, I think he doesn't hit lefties. And this offseason, whatever he did, keep on doing it, because he's crushing lefties too. So it's great to see, and that's probably going to be my nominee for the whole year, but we'll see.
All right, well, we've got some strong contenders, and we'll get to those over the next few weeks. What I've really liked about Gavin is his no-nonsense, I'll do whatever it takes to win. He's played DH, he's played first base, he's played left field, which has taken some getting used to, and now I feel much more confident with him out there, and he has been stepping up in Jackson Merrill's absence. It's been great to see him back in the lineup.
Yeah, it's he's one of those players that, hey man, I'll get as good as I can get, show up early and practice the outfield. I mean, he was out there practicing early to make sure he wasn't making a bunch of errors and not making this team, lose a game. So he even ran into the wall once and tried to the ball. So hurt himself a little bit, but he's willing to do whatever, for the team.
Yeah, and I think fans really love that. And again, if they're making up their own chant for him, he's already endeared himself to the Friar faithful.
Sheets.
Holy Sheets. That's right. He's earned that nickname. Well, it's about that time. We're going to come back and do our next segment here shortly. It's National Dog Day. Heath and I, both dog guys. Me, somewhat a little more recent than probably Heath. But we're going to meet our pups coming up next on Bleav in San Diego Baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bleav in San Diego Baseball, the podcast here on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts. My name is Alex Miniak, rejoined by Heath Bell and a couple of friends here. Today is National Dog Day. Of course, we're dog guys, and we want to celebrate with our pooches here on the show. Heath, who's your partner on your side today?
This is Coco. Coco Chanel. She actually has her own Instagram that my kids started. Probably she's 3 years old. I guess maybe 3 years ago or 2 years ago or some. And I don't think they've posted in the last year, but it was big early on. So,
what kind of dog is Coco?
She's a Labradoodle.
Nice. And how many pounds? Because she looks like a big girl.
I don't know, 20 pounds or something.
20 pounds? Okay. All right.
I have no idea. What about you? Who you got there?
I got Milo here. Milo is a Scotty and Schnauzer mix. He is from TJ. He's a rescue. He came up here and we adopted him. And you know what? We've already put him on the team because he's got Padres pinstripes here. So, yeah. So, Milo, he's about 30 pounds. They said when we adopted him that he was going to be like 15 pounds. That is untrue. And he's grown into a little rhino, but we love him, and we couldn't be happier with him. And he's about the same age as Coco. About he's gonna be 3 in December, and his gotcha day is about a month off. Yeah, a month off.
Yeah, we were thinking about breeding her, but we decided not to. So it's actually a good thing. But she loves to jump in the pool and go after tennis balls, don't you? Yeah, any kind of ball.
Yeah.
She's looking at me like, "Where's the tennis ball? Where are you going?" But she chews them all up, don't you? You chew them all up, don't you? But
yeah, Milo likes tennis balls. He likes toys from Petco, of course, and he chews those up. And he gets a plentiful stocking every Christmas, thanks to Santa Paws. He's always having to restock Milo, for sure. Milo just actually got back from Camp Nana. He spent the night with Nana because our AC went down last night. And it's been the hottest week of the year in San Diego, hot by San Diego standards. So he gets to spend a cool night over at Nana's house with Nana and her pup, and we get to sweat it out here. Oh, look at Coco Chanel.
Coco loves giving kisses, don't you? Yep. Okay, you get down.
We're just slobbering our way through the end of this podcast. But we love our animals. That saying that goes, we rescue them, but they really rescue us. That's for sure in Milo's case. We love that dude.
Yeah, we had a Labradoodle that was named Tex that I had my playing career. And about 4 years, he passed away at the age of 16 and a half. And it was tough. And we got Coco. So it was kind of like basically this kind of the same breed, and Coco's probably maybe a little bit more active, but then again, I'm not as active. I used to run with Tex, and now I just take a tennis racket and a tennis ball and I hit it down the street, and Coco runs after it and comes back. And before I used to run with the dogs, now I just make them run.
Yeah, well, mine runs to the neighbor's house to go play with the dog and the cats next door. He loves cats. He loves dogs. He is not ashamed to interact with any living, breathing soul whatsoever.
Coco loves chasing deer, because we do have deer in the neighborhood.
Don't have a lot of deer in my neighborhood in San Diego, but we do have coyotes and should not be chasing those. So we'll just leave it at that. All right, Padres fans, if you have not gone to our website, Bleav in SD.com, make sure, again, that fan poll is up there. We're looking for the Friar Fave of 2025. We nominated Gavin Sheets today. 3 other nominees up there. Go check them out. And make sure you vote for yours, because what we're going to give away, Heath, is the Golden Foam Finger of 2025. That's the trophy that we're giving away to the Friar Fave of 2025 as voted on by you. And coming up in our next episode, Heath, I want to talk realignment and expansion. It came up recently. The commish was talking about it. I also want to introduce us to tailgate season, because Labor Day weekend's coming, football's kicking off, and I'm going to teach you how to grill a steak in 5 easy steps, and we're going to talk about this weekend series in Minnesota. You a big griller, Heath?
Oh, yeah. I could probably teach you how to do it.
Oh, you can teach. Okay, there's the challenge. Therein lies the challenge. And maybe you'll get a hint or two from Heath coming up on our next episode. Again, for the 3-time All-Star Mr. Heath Bell, I am Alex Miniak, and we will catch you next time, Thursday, on Bleav in San Diego Baseball.